And there's a run here, the first of the morning. Randall fielding, and they're just through. McLean had to scamper those last few paces. Now McLean facing his first ball this morning. And McLean pops that in the air. Is he out? Yes, he is. McLean caught by Hendrick, bowled by Embury for 10. Australia 8 for 167, and Embury has 2 for 30.
Well, I mentioned that the reason Embury's on, and he does not play this off spinner well. And here's the same repetitive shot he played one of the tests. Look at that. It's a hopeless, stupid shot. No wonder he stayed. I don't think he was so worried about getting out.
There's the overall complete situation of the game. And in the air, and he is caught, is he? Yes, caught by Brearley. Yes, he's out. So wait for the umpire's decision there. So Dimmock caught Brearley, bowled Hendrick for 6. Higgs not out, no score. Australia 9 for 167.
Well, this should be a very interesting little battle here of wits. Going to be cat and mouse here, and here we go.
Both them in close. No slip at all, but 3 men close in around the bat, apart from the keeper. Bolden did it. Yes, he's out. Or was he stumped? Stumped. Yes, he's been stumped. He just leant forward. It's all over. Australia all out for 167, a lead of 282. Higgs out without scoring, 283 to win. Here's the replay, and then the full board for Australia.
Yeah, just a quick push forward, and you watch this man is a very good keeper. Just missed the outside edge. Look, his foot comes forward, and Taylor, whoop, off goes the bail. You can see his foot just out of the batting crease.
Australia's dramatic collapse has now meant that England need 283 runs to win the third test, a task which is not going to be easy, but they can do it if they're prepared to battle it out, play forward as much as possible. It's not going to be easy, but let's see how they go.
Now, let's have a look at the field. Yallop is setting for Rodney Hogg. It's a very attacking field. All men up, 3 slips. Short leg forward, 2 short legs behind, and Yallop fully on the offensive himself, stationed at point with only a cover and a mid-on in front of the wicket in run-saving positions.
Hogg to Boycott, and in contrast to the first innings, Boycott on the front foot. Dimmock again to Brearley. Brearley drives, but Darling moves well in the covers. He's done a lot of work in this match and has fielded enormously well. That in fact was a no ball, so England's target 1 run closer.
Very handsome drive there from Mike Brearley.
And he feels he's got an edge. And McLean did well to take a very good catch low down. So a magnificent breakthrough for the Australians. And what's more, that will cast a few darts into the England dressing room. So Mike Brearley is out, caught by McLean from the bowling of Dimmock, and that change in tactics has brought a blow for Australia.
Brearley out without scoring to this shot. Playing for the in-swing. In fact, the ball held its own and moved away fractionally off the wicket, didn't it? And the thinnest of edges it must have been. Brearley's looking around apprehensively. Look how close he is to the ball. And in fact, just
a feather.
Just an absolute feather that was. There's Randall's first innings performance. Nottinghamshire player.
So Dimmock to Randall. That ball coming back in. There's a beautiful piece of fielding there by Rick Darling. And in fact, no run was taken at all.
possibly there was a single in that, because Darling couldn't recover quick enough to throw.
Dimmick to Randall. That ball moved into him. He's pushed it in front of square again. Beautifully timed shot. Ran off the face of the bat with tremendous power. Long chase there for Hurst. Hogg to Randall. Randall moving across. He's struck on the pad. And there's no doubt about that. I think that would have taken all 3 stumps out of the ground. And a double blow now for Australia. Well, this makes England's task look very, very difficult indeed. Frank Tyson.
Hogg to Randall makes a mistake of playing back. And Randall, with that peculiarity of his of shuffling across the wicket, is found, I would say, in front of middle and leg stump.
And again, we've seen Randall shift his pads after he's been struck in an attempt to induce the umpire into believing that he wasn't hit in front of the stumps. So the Australians now obviously scenting victory. 2 England wickets down for 6. And 6 men in catching positions as Hogg moves in to bowl his first ball to Graham Gooch. Again, digs it in short, but the ball rose about half stump high. And Dimmick slinging left arm medium pacer. And that ball cut away, thickish outside edge. It opens Gooch's scoring, but with not a particularly confident shot, and the ball will trickle into the gutter out there at third man. So in fact, Gooch gets off the mark with a 4. Dimmick now to Gooch. Well up, Gooch drives, it's flicked away behind point, scooting out towards the boundary. Darling in full flight after it. Down he goes on one knee, but can't quite prevent this one from reaching the boundary. Signal the 4. Boycott is on 5, the total 20.
So in fact, England have still got 2 opening batsmen there at the crease, because Gooch has opened in the previous 2 test matches. The difference being, of course, that now England have lost 2 wickets.
Dimmick to Boycott. And that ball just drifted away out towards the slips, but Boycott had it covered. Hogg again. Gooch packs him away in front of square leg very neatly indeed. It's a chase for Wood. The batsmen have run 2 already, and they'll turn for a 3rd. Gooch has to stretch out at the bowler's end, but makes his ground fairly easily. Somebody with little to do in their spare time. Off the inside edge, Boycott controlled that pretty well. It'll run down into the fence for 4. So it's Boycott's first 4 of this test match. Takes him on to 9, and the England total 2 for 27. Well up to the bat, and Boycott moves into it with a controlled drive. It won't reach the boundary. They're through for 2 now as Darling picks the ball up. Boycott thinks about a 3rd, but a lovely return from Darling. What a glorious fieldsman this fellow is.
Gooch off the back foot. He played a good shot backward of point. Chase for Darling. Coming back for 2, and they'll take 1 for the throw. Darling throwing well. Boycott coming back for the 3rd, and that's not quite as good a throw from Rick Darling. 3 more to Gooch, who's 18. Boycott 11, 2 for 33. Strike on the pad. Not out, says umpire French. Wood goes through him. Backward square leg. Chase for Dimmick. Ball and Dimmick about level. Just gets there inside the boundary, and the batsmen come back for 3. Good throw from Jeff Dimmick. 3 to Boycott. He's 15 and Gooch 19. shot by Gooch, beating Higgs at mid-wicket. They set off for one, come back for the second. Struck on the pad again. Well hit by Gooch, beating the cover field, and that'll be 4 runs. Well, Tui overhauling the ball, he might nearly get there, but it just beats him into the fence for 4 at extra cover. Oh, through him. Good ball by Higgs, well flighted, and Darling chasing from first slip, the batsman going back for 2. It'll beat Darling. Oh, he does the baseball slide again and picks up just inside the line, and a beautiful throw by Rick Darling. England 2 for 49. And that's the 50 for England as Gooch gets that down towards fine leg. Dimmock fields. England 2 for 50. Gooch is 26, Boycott 15, and the 50 coming up in a good time of 80 minutes.
Nice looking drive and through. That's well played. Chase here for Yallop. They've taken 1. And back for 2. Perfectly placed, that drive between mid-off and cover. Gooch to 28, 2 for 53. And nice dive by McLean. Well, he chased that one and it's through the covers. A beautiful shot. He didn't even move. He made contact and just stood there. He played it a long way away from his feet, but he really got onto it. Good shot again, straight down the ground. Yallop's after it. They've taken 1. Going back for 2. Let's see if they want a 3rd. And they're satisfied with 2. An appeal there. Was it off the bat? Where's that gone? I think it may have been down to the boundary for 4. Now let's watch the umpire here. He hit that.
Yes, came off and went like a rocket.
And appeal that time, and he's out. Gooch, leg before to Hogg. A great breakthrough for Australia. Gooch looking so well. He's leg before to Hogg for 40. Hogg has 2 for 17, and England 3 for 71.
It'll be interesting to watch the replay because the man pushed forward, and of course, let's have a look at it. Possibly a very good decision, that. And here we go again. And where's it hit him? Yes, hit him halfway up. But very low indeed, halfway up the pad. And that, having praised the man that was the breakthrough Australia really wanted. And this man batted beautifully, I thought, in the conditions. And he was the man they wanted to get out.
And Hogg who's bowling.
And out. Oh, that seemed to leave him.
That was a good ball. That came back from outside the off stump and hit the top of Boycott's pad. Went between the bat and pad, and you can see Boycott was very fortunate there. The point of contact was outside, off stump.
Hogg to Gower, who's yet to score. Gets off the mark, backward of square leg. Could be 2 in this, with Yardley, the 12th man, fielding. And they amble back for the second. Who's Duncan Tyndall? Frank suggests perhaps the bloke who painted the sign. Oh, great shot. Just forward of square leg, Yardley chasing. Coming back for the second and 1 for the throw. Higgs bowled only 1 over before lunch from the members' end, and now from the southern end. Gower pulls in the air, and that'll be 4 runs. Or it might nearly be cut off by Border. A good chase. He's covered a lot of ground there to pick up just inside the boundary, and the batsmen come back for 3. Well fielded, Alan Border. And that turned. Good ball. Ominous for England.
Not only turned, it lifted and it went a long, long way.
And that gets through. Good shot by Boycott, being chased by Tui. Coming back for the second, taking it quickly, and they'll look for one on the throw going back. Tui's throw to McLean. What a beauty.
And hit much harder by Boycott. A glorious shot, actually. He just waited for the ball to drift into him and punched it through the mid-wicket area. A very, very long chase out there for Dimmick. And the batsman had no trouble in jogging through for 3. So Boycott now into the 30s, and that registers the England century. Lovely shot there off the back foot.
As long as Border keeps it up there, he's in with a show, because Gower has got to be a little uncertain.
Short and hit on the pad. Confident appeal from both wicketkeeper and bowler.
I think even on a wicket such as this, you've still got to put body into the delivery, even though you're not going to get lift and pace from it. At least if you put it into the pitch, you've got a chance of it doing something unusual.
Just again up, and Gower drives gloriously through the offside. It's a long chase from mid-off for Graham Yallop. And again, Gower very quickly between the wickets. Comes back for the 3rd run. Long throw from Yallop. Good throw to the bowler's end. Gower now 23. First now to Boycott. And Boycott struck on the pad, and he's been given out. Well, Boycott shaped to turn that ball on the leg side. Was struck on the pad. The ball was pretty full into the block hole. Missed completely, as I said, struck on the pad, and turned to the bowler's end to see umpire Max O'Connell with a finger in the air, and that's the 3rd LBW that's been given in this decision.
Here. That ball's straightened and gone straight on. The umpire certainly has had a chance to have a good look at the delivery. It's short.
And Boycott bent the knee into the ball to bring himself in front of the stumps, didn't he?
Yeah. And now, of course, here's Ian Botham. There's his record. 22. He got the traditional boo reserved for those people who I think are the favourites of Melbourne crowd most of the time, and Botham quite enjoyed that as he came out.
First now to Botham. Going down leg side, struck Botham on the pad. I would think it had leg by, and umpire O'Connell confirms my opinion. Hurst to Gower. And off the outside edge, a bottom outside edge. In fact, it fooled Hogg at backward point, who thought there was a 3rd man there. He'd let the ball go. So now Hogg round the wicket to the left-handed Gower. And that ball couldn't have missed by more than a coat of varnish. Oh, and that ball came back very, very sharply. It struck perhaps the end of the handle.
So still, it came back that far. I reckon it would have ended up going down the leg side without disturbing the stumps. Have a look at this. Wide outside and a big leg spinner.
Well up, and Gower drives beautifully past Tui's right hand in the cover. Tui's after it, picks it up about 20 metres inside the fence, but it's a long throw back, and there's an easy single for the throw. But look at that glorious throw. The outfielding from the Australians today has been pretty good.
Well, he cracked that one, a beautiful shot. That's racing out towards the boundary, and I think that Border can give that up. Yes, into the fence for 4, and there's the 150 up for England, 4 for 151. The mid-on is very deep. It's an easy single there. Gower moves to 49, 4 for 163, 120 to get.
Well, the crowd in the outer, which normally at this time of night are really revving themselves up rather quiet tonight. They feel something is going to happen which should never have happened.
A big backswing and a flourish with the shot, but no timing.
There's a wrong one from Higgs and slid across the face of the batter, both of them.
And out, is he? Yes, he's caught behind. Botham caught McLean, bowled Higgs for 10, 5 for 163, and that was an absolutely vital wicket for Australia.
Well done, Jim Higgs. We've been pumping on you for a little bit, and the ball before possibly got man out because it was a wrong, and which I happen to mention. He didn't pick it, and that was a leg break. Just gets the outside edge. Lets it go. There spins away, and John McLean. Well done, John McLean.
Appeal for leg before and not out. That must have been very, very close.
I gave him not out, and Gower is still there.
Oh, this time. He's out, yes. Gower, leg before to Dimmock. Gower out for 49, 6 for 163. That ball may have won the match for Australia.
And that ball kept low. We saw the last one. We thought, now here we have another look at this Dimmock delivery, and it keeps low, and it's a very difficult ball to keep out. Well, the umpire gave one not out, and he gave that one out, and you've seen them both, so you're the judge, and the umpire said nay on one and yay on the other.
And Jeff Miller, who, in fact, both these batsmen, Miller and Taylor, not renowned really for their stroke making. Miller was there for something, 10 minutes less than a whole session for 2 scoring shots in the first innings. Gets it through Yallop and gets off the mark. Miller a single. Taylor yet to score, 6 for 164. Around the corner for runs. Right down towards fine leg, the batsman coming back for their second as Dimmock fields. Good throw, making life easy for John McLean. Taylor 3, Miller 1, 6 for 167. Off the bat, is it? Yes, it is. Backhand catch taken by Hughes, and England 7 for 167. With Miller out for 1.
Miller facing Higgs, so it might come out of the back of the hand. And playing it onto the pad, there you saw the deflection quite clearly. The ball went right off the edge of the bat onto the pad and straight out into that short leg position. Look at it again. And you see the deflection from the bat onto the pad, so there was no doubt about that. So looking at it, England still needing, what, 116 runs for victory. Australia now creeping ever closer to a win. 3 wickets required by Australia.
Hogg once more to Embury. On the pad again. And Hogg almost pleading with the umpire for that decision in the affirmative. Embury gets it down towards fine leg for runs. 1. He slips coming back for the second. Higgs fielding. Embury still has plenty of time to complete 2. Appeal for a catch on the leg side. The Australians all running into the umpire.
It's off the pad. Yes, it was Alex Skelding who had to give a hat-trick of LBWs. I think Fisher, the Yorkshire bowler, was the bowler. Short run. And on the occasion of having to give the third man at LBW, Anik said, well, as God is my judge, that's out.
Hogg again from a short run. And he tried to touch that, and he's out. Taylor out, caught by McLean, and Hogg breaks through again. Australia 2 wickets away from victory.